man, this man is intense. Wow! You know what? Life's intense. How many of you have kids in here? Raise your hand. Woo! You think this is intense? What's it like when someone asks your kids to do drugs for the first time? They ask you to drink for the first time. This is nothing. You're asking someone to try that. You did something. Try it. Come on. What are you afraid of? Believe this. I'll give you an example. I'm going to ask a tough question. This is going to be difficult. What's 2 plus 2? Answer me.
4.
Don't jerk with me. What is it? 4. You actually believe 2 plus... Get my picture taken. You actually believe 2 plus 2 is 4 because you were taught how to think like that. That's the way the industrial age school is nowadays. That's how they're teaching you how to think big and think big. You got to shift your paradigm a little bit. Proctor's been talking about it for years. And you're coming in here in 2.5 days and you're going to walk out here going, dun, 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 dun. I'm ready to go, baby. I hope so. It's going to go 365 days. I just turned 32. That's not funny. I want you to look at the content you've already gotten from the people up here. When that woman, Carol, was here today, didn't you love her Irish accent? I love the woman. My kind of person. I'm 100% Irish. I want to go for it. She came up here and I thought when she got that close, I was ready to get out of my chair and because I thought she was going to fall off. And she went right down the stairs and right up and I thought, wow. The belief in every one of these people. And they've got 2 arms and 2 legs. They've got blood running through their veins. They have one of these things just ticking. And you're telling me you're worried about what someone thinks? That fascinates me. I work with a lot of professional athletes. I'm very fortunate. I'm actually supposed to be with spring training with a professional baseball team, and I turned it down. And I'm paid very well. But I got the chance to come listen and be in self-development type classes in the elite strategy meetings. I got to listen to some great speakers. I've got probably 7 pages of notes. I mean, come on. Imagine if you didn't come. How many are vacillating between, I don't know, I'm not sure, I don't know. Just think what you'd have missed. Because everybody in life gets to a tipping point. I tried for 4 years to get her to the tipping point. 4! No, I want to stay there. I want to go on. 4 years. Did you people see me? 4. And then 4. Everybody gets to a tipping point. I hope this is your tipping point. I hope and I pray this is your tipping point. You don't want to get to the tipping point. Really, you don't. That's bad when you get to the tipping point. You want to be before the tipping point. And you have to shift your thinking. Just that tiny bit. That's all I do with all my pro athletes. That's it. And then when you go to if you're ever having a bad day, go to Children's Hospital. Go to the Wounded Warriors program. Look at that and go, oh my gosh, what am I thinking? I'm so fortunate. 2 legs. I don't have cancer. You've got to be kidding me. And you're worried about what? What happens if you didn't give some of the product to someone who really needs it because you're afraid of what they were thinking about you? You got to give that some thought. You're worried about not giving a product to someone because what they think. How do you think I got the Phoenix Suns and I gave it to the owners and said, take it? And we're nothing special. We're not. You've heard that up here. I wrote it down probably 5 times. Ordinary people doing extraordinary things. Anybody has that. That's what the good Lord gave us. That's what you breathe. Anyone can do that. Why aren't you doing that? So you got to make a decision when you walk out today. Just just before you start gambling, sit down and write down a piece of paper. I'm making a decision. I'm going to gold. I'm going to presidential. I'm going to start presidential. I'm going. You make a decision. Put it on a piece of paper. Put it in your. And then when you get home, you put it somewhere you can look at. Why? The reason I'm very successful is because I have a way of teaching visualization. That's why I'm hired. I'm an expert at it. I am. I'm an expert at it. So I need you to see what you're supposed to do. I'll give you one more thing before I go, because my time's getting closer. They do this thing in March Madness, and they do it at school, and you have to say what I say. Do you understand? Say yes.
Yes.
Listen closely. I believe. I believe we. I believe we are going. I believe we are going to. I believe we are going to Pinnacle. I believe we are going to Pinnacle. Enthusiasm can do. You need an education, but don't you ever discount the enthusiasm of calling a person up on the phone and say, how can I help you? Don't ever discount that. I want to thank my lovely bride for coming out here with me this evening. I'm so fortunate I'm married up.